Good morning, students. Today in this video I will teach you the poem Abou ben Adhem, written by Leigh Hunt. We will complete the poem in 2 days, and in all these days you should read the poem again and again. Revise the text thoroughly for better understanding. By the end of the poem, you will be able to explain meanings of difficult words as used in the poem, explain the poem in your own words, write down the central idea of the poem. You will be able to understand that love for fellow human beings is the best means to receive the blessings of God. Now, let me tell you about the poet. Leigh Hunt was a poet, essayist, editor, writer, and critic. He wrote poems in various forms as satires, lyrics, sonnets, narratives, and poetic plays, and translated them into English. Now let me tell you the summary of the poem. The poem Abou ben Adhem is one of the most inspirational poems, giving a moral message that those who love and serve their fellow men receive God's blessings. Once upon a time, there lived a man named Abou ben Adhem. He was a gentle and virtuous person. As he did noble deeds during the day, he enjoyed peaceful sleep at night. One night, he woke up from his sleep because of a dazzling light in his room. He saw an angel writing something in a beautiful golden book. He asked him what he was writing. The angel raised his head and replied in a very calm, sweet voice that he was writing the names of those persons who loved God. Abou became curious and wanted to know if his own name was in that list. The angel said that it was not. Abou was shocked, but he did not feel depressed. In a cheerful tone, he requested the angel to include his name in the list of those who loved their fellow men. The angel wrote his name and disappeared. The next night, the angel appeared again in Abou's room with a more dazzling light that woke Abou up. He showed him the list of those persons who were blessed by God, and Abou's name topped the list. This reveals that God loves those who love their fellow humans. Now, open your book, Roots and Wings, at page 143. Poem Abou ben Adhem. Let us read stanza 1. Abou ben Adhem, may his tribe increase. Tribe here means people, increase means grow. Now children, I have already told you in the summary that Abou ben Adhem was a very nice man. He was helpful to his fellow men. He loved everyone. So the poet says, may his tribe increase, which means may people like Abou ben Adhem increase in number. Awoke one night from a deep dream of peace. Awoke means got up. Deep here means undisturbed. Now, because he was a very nice man, his dream is also of peace. So this means that one night he woke up from sleep in which he was having a very peaceful dream, and saw within the moonlight in his room, making it rich and like a lily in bloom. Within means in. So now when he woke up, the moonlight was already there in his room, and there was something else which was like a lily flower in bloom. Now here, angel is compared to a lily flower. An angel writing in a book of gold. Book of gold here means pages of the book were made of gold. An angel is writing in a book of gold. So, in these opening lines of the poem, the poet says that Abou ben Adhem was one of those who always thought of good of others. The poet wishes that the number of such men may increase. One night, he woke up suddenly from his sleep and saw an angel in his room. The angel looked as beautiful as a lily in bloom. He was writing something in a golden book. Now, children, I will teach you how to write explanation with reference to the context. Stanza 1. First of all, we will write down the hint. It should be written outside the margin line with the pencil and we will underline it. For writing down the hint, we will write down the first two words of the first line of stanza 1 and the last two words of the last line of stanza 1. So, the hint is Abou ben -- of gold. Now, we will write reference to the context. It should be written with a pencil and we will underline it. In reference to the context, we will write down the name of the poem, the name of the poet, and what does the poet want to tell us. These lines have been taken from the poem Abou ben Adhem written by Leigh Hunt. Through this poem, the poet teaches us that those who love and serve their fellow men receive God's blessings. After writing reference to the context, we will write down the explanation. It should again be written with the pencil and we will underline it. Now you people will write down the explanation as discussed. Now let us read stanza 2. Exceeding pace had made Ben Adhem bold. The word exceeding pace means perfect calm and peace. Bold means fearless. Now, because he leads a very peaceful life, he had become quite fearless. He was not afraid of that heavenly creature in his room. He was fearless. He straightway went to the angel and started a conversation with him. And to the presence in the room he said, to the presence refers to the angel present in his room. What writest thou? Thou means you. He says, what are you writing? The vision raised its head. The vision here refers to the angel. And with a look made of all sweet accord. Sweet accord means pleasant look. Of all sweet accord means मीठे ताल मेल के साथ. Answered. The names of those who love the Lord. Answered means replied. The word Lord means God. In these lines, the poet says that Abou was a peace-loving and a fearless man, as he did no wrong. So, he was not afraid of the angel. He took courage and asked what he was writing. The angel said in a sweet tone that he was writing names of people who loved God. Now, let us write the explanation with reference to the context of stanza 2. Stanza 2. First of all, we will write down the hint. It should be written with a pencil outside the margin line and we will underline it. For writing down the hint, I have already told you we will write down the first two words of the first line of stanza 2 and the last two words of the last line of stanza 2. So the hint will be exceeding pace dash dash the Lord. After writing down the hint, we will write down reference to the context with the pencil and we will underline it. For writing down the reference to the context, we will write down the name of the poem, the name of the poet, and what does the poet want to tell. These lines have been taken from the poem Abou ben Adhem, written by Leigh Hunt. Through this poem, the poet teaches us that those who love and serve their fellow men receive God's blessings. After writing down the reference to the context, we will write down the explanation. We will write down the heading with the pencil outside the margin line and we will underline it. Now you will write down the explanation of stanza 2 as discussed. I hope you all have understood the poem and explanation of the first two stanzas. Now do the explanation along with the reference to the context of stanza 1 and stanza 2 on your fair copies. Thank you.